Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning in. It's Saturday the 14th of March 2026. I'm going to pull you guys a relationship love tarot reading for those of you who are in a relationship, in a commitment, in a connection. This is for you. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. I'm going to be pulling some cards for you, for your person, for the connection, relationship, and some cards of universal guidance and advice from Spirit. For Cancer, messages for Cancer and their person in love. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse, and the Empress in the reverse. Okay, you're in an unbalanced place, not in a completely positive place, feeling like you're stuck, blocked, not looking after yourself enough. You're questioning effort, investment, equal give and take. You're also doubting yourself or doubting your person. You're in quite a negative energy at the moment, Cancer. Or you feel like you're not giving enough, or you feel like your person is not giving enough, or you feel like you're not looking after yourself enough, or your person is not looking after you enough. You are doubtful of yourself, or you are doubtful of them. Let's pull some cards for your person that you are connected to in love, Cancer. For the person that Cancer is connected to in love, what are the messages for Cancer's person in love? The person that Cancer is connected to in love. For the person that Cancer is connected to in love. Right, you feel like your person's a bit cold, detached, impulsive. They make hasty, reckless decisions, and they spend too much time out partying, perhaps. You feel like you're not getting enough attention from your person. Basically, you feel a bit neglected. Your person might be, well, a bit emotionally detached. They don't really show their feelings. They're very logical, detached, no nonsense. But they can also be a bit reckless and sort of make hasty decisions before they think. They might be a bit hasty with their words. They might say things they don't really mean. And they also at times could possibly not show you the attention and affection that you would like. So, 3 cards for the relationship connection between you and your person, Cancer. Messages for the connection, for the relationship between Cancer and the person they are connected to in love. Three of Pentacles in reverse, the 10 of Cups in the upright, and the 9 of Cups in reverse. You could have family with this person. You could be married to this person. Communication isn't great. You feel like you are not on the same page, not on the same team. You're not in this together. And you're feeling emotionally unfulfilled. not satisfied. You could also feel that your person is a bit selfish. I'm also getting the energy of someone that doesn't take advice, doesn't sort of what's the word I'm trying to get to? They're not a team player. They're not. They're kind of more. I'm trying to get a word and it's really annoying me because I can't get it. But perhaps there was a time when you were happier. Perhaps your person is busying themselves in a social life so that they don't need to talk about it. They're kind of not wanting, or they're avoiding conversation about it. And your person might be a little bit excessive, a bit greedy, might have the shiny syndrome kind of attitude. And you feel like you feel like your person's not given enough. But there could be family involved here. There's also an energy of appearing happy, putting a happy face on it, appearing like one big happy family, but actually it's quite far from the truth. Three cards of universal advice and guidance for Cancer and the person they are connected to in love. Three cards of advice and guidance for Cancer and the person they are connected to in love. Nine of Swords in the upright, Knight of Pentacles in the upright, Ten of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing someone that has been patient, committed, consistent, but has been very anxious, very worried. I'm getting the energy of a once happy family that is now not very happy at all. And I'm also still getting that appearing to be happy on the surface, but inside, neither of you, but you more so, are not very happy. I'm getting the energy of one person putting in a lot of effort and another person not putting in any effort. I'm also getting the energy of someone who has continued to put in effort and consistency for the sake of their family and has neglected their own happiness, their own wants, their own needs for the sake of their family. So let's clarify these a little bit. On you, let's look at those Ten of Cups first. No, let's follow the story. So let's go with you first, Cancer. The six, hello. There you go, that one just flipped up onto my hand like that. And it's the Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse, someone that's hard work, a bit of an attention seeker, a bit of a drama queen, drama king, someone that can be quite impulsive, quite fiery, quite unpredictable. The Queen of Wands can also represent a third party, third angle, someone that is getting in the way of the connection. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that everyone's having an affair. What I'm saying is could be a third party, could be someone at work, could be a nosy friend that keeps getting involved with your life, could be a mother-in-law, an aunt, an uncle, someone who kind of gets in the way, causes trouble. But it could just be that your person or whoever it is, there's someone that's just being a bit of a pain in the butt. Impulsive, reckless, unpredictable, up and down. Can also mean self-doubt and doubtful, and someone who's not putting in the effort, the work. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Cups. It could just mean that you're not enjoying yourselves like you used to. You're not socializing. You're not having fun together. You're not making time for each other. You're not going out on date nights. The fun has gone. You're not investing in each other enough. You're not paying each other enough attention. The spark, the romance is dwindling. But yes, it could also mean that someone who prefers going out and socializing and is spending too much time out and not at home or with you, kind of investing and giving you time and attention. I mean, for others, this could just be someone that you've been dating or you've been with a while, and you might not live together. You might not have a family together. You might just kind of meet socially. Or your connection, your relationship is on more of a social, fun kind of level. Why is the Magician here in reverse? For Cancer in love. Page of Cups in the upright. Page of Cups, someone who is someone who offers their love, but they're a bit of a dreamer, quite charming, shows love, but shows it in page energy. They're not very well, they don't show to be super serious. They're not as serious as a Knight of Cups or a King of Cups. They're not as balanced or mature or emotionally consistent. There's an energy here that I'm getting, Gemini, of you doubt this person. There's a bit of mistrust there. You're not sure of their intentions, or you just doubt them in some way. The Empress in reverse. Why is she here for Gemini in love? The Emperor in the upright. I'm definitely getting the energy of a couple here who have built a life, a family, a commitment, a relationship, a marriage, whatever it is. But I'm also getting the Emperor is the one that takes charge, makes the rules. Quite disciplined. I'm also getting the energy of someone who is normally in control and structured at the moment is not feeling that way. They're not feeling as powerful as they normally do. They're not feeling as determined, or they're not kind of in their usual confident position self. The Knight of Swords in reverse energy. Why is the Knight of Swords here in reverse energy for Cancer's person in love? Have I been saying Gemini? This is a Cancer reading, sorry. Have I been saying Gemini? Sorry. Why is the Knight of Swords here in reverse energy for the person that Cancer is dealing with in love? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting that your person gets bored very easily, or they get very stuck, or they get very bored and then they kind of make a reckless decision. They just, or they get bored, or they don't want to deal with something anymore, and they just kind of do something that's unpredictable or impulsive or reckless, or they just go out with their friends, or they, you know. I'm also getting for a Cancer here somewhere that your person feels that you're the one that's not putting in the effort, the investment into the connection, the relationship, and they're getting bored of kind of waiting for you to give them what they give you. Queen of Swords. Why is she here for Cancer's person in love? The person that Cancer is connected to in love. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Nine of Swords. Your person is showing a little bit of anxiety and worry. They're kind of trapped in their thoughts, trapped in their mind, worried about something. They're trapped in negative thinking, perhaps, and it's causing them to just be stuck. I'm getting that Knight of Pentacles as well, stuck. I'm getting someone who is not consistent. They're not consistent, but they get very stuck in their thoughts, trapped in their thoughts. Three of Cups. Why is it here for the person that Cancer is connected to in love? Ten of Wands. Yeah, very burdened, very carrying a heavy weight. And your person's trapped in their thoughts, trapped in their thinking. They're getting bored of being stuck in the same, whatever this is, routine or thoughts or negative thinking. They feel overwhelmed. They feel like they've got too much on their back. And they just, I guess maybe they just want to have fun. They find their getaway is in socializing. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. Why is it here for Cancer and their person? Ten of Wands just fell out again. Ten of Cups. Why is it here for Cancer and their person in love? Ten of Cups. Why is it here for Cancer and their person in love? Page of Pentacles. Why is the Ten of Cups here in reverse energy for Cancer and their person in love? Queen of Cups. There is a want here to... There's a Ten of Cups here. There's a happy ever after, or there's a commitment here that is not good at the moment. There's some sort of commitment or family or marriage, something here that at the moment is on the rocks, or there's some commitment here that is not committed at the moment, not together at the moment, or there's a separation here. But there is a question of stability, and I mean, this might be a reconciliation, but, or this is, you're separated at the moment, but you still kind of haven't made it official, or it's kind of still up in the air. I just went to drink my tea then. I hate that when you go to drink your cup of tea and realise you've already drunk it all. Well, look, Three of Cups, drinking too much tea. There's an energy here of wanting to possibly make something stable. Wanting to make this Ten of Cups upright again. Together, back to stability. But there's also, I mean, the Queen of Cups is there. There's someone here that's very mature. You know, it might be a mum, a wife, husband, a father. But there's someone that's keeping their emotions to themselves. Kind of keeping a lid on their emotions. Perhaps there's someone here that feels all these things, self-doubt, lack of effort, being manipulated, or kind of feeling neglected, but they're kind of keeping a lid on it. They're not letting the other person know how they feel. And if they did, perhaps this could be talked about. I mean, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's not talking, not communicating. And perhaps if they did, then this situation could be resolved. Someone's not talking. They don't feel appreciated. They don't feel loved. But they're not saying how they feel. Or perhaps when they do say how they feel, someone just goes off down the pub because they don't want to talk about it. Have I got any decks left? Well, we'll just keep going. What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? All right. I'm running out of decks. I'm going to need to get some more. What a lovely excuse to buy some more tarot decks, eh? It's for work. I need them. I've actually got one on the way, and I've got another one on the way, so I shall show you them when they get here. Let's clarify a bit more. Who's worrying? Nine of Swords. Who's worrying? Why is the Nine of Swords here for Cancer and their person in love? Ace of Cups. So Cancer, this could be you. And the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. There's a situation here that you want to turn around. You want to offer love and healing to this relationship, commitment, marriage, family situation. Or I'm getting as well, there's there is a third party energy here. I'm not going to not say it. But please, I can't say it enough, please don't think that I'm accusing everyone of being in third-party situations and having affairs. That's not... If you watch enough tarot videos, you know that that's not the case. So, but I still feel like I have to say it because it can be a real trigger subject, you know. I don't want anyone coming back at me in the comments saying, you're accusing me or my person of having an affair. No, I am really not. There could be an offer of love here, or an offer of love within a connection relationship, an offer of marriage or commitment. Is this going to go, are we going to be committed? Are we going to, you know, we've been having fun going out, having drinks together and socialising, but are we going to shack up and get together? Are we going to get married, commit to one another? And someone's worried. Someone's anxious, worried about an offer of love, or bringing love to a situation again, a connection again. And someone's not, they're thinking about it all, but they're not necessarily saying how they are thinking, or what they are thinking, should I say. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Knight of Swords in reverse. Someone doesn't want to make a reckless decision, and someone doesn't know in which direction to go. There's a choice here to be made for someone. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. Why is he here? Page of Pentacles. That beginnings, the want for stability, the small beginnings of something that could be stable, but not really having a plan into place and not really sure in which direction it's going, but kind of slow and steady wins the race. Committed to it, consistent, but not really having a plan in mind or a direction in mind. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in reverse. Why is she here for Cancer and their person in love? Why is the Queen of Wands here in reverse for Cancer and their person in love? Temperance in reverse. Harmony and healing and balance is needed. Something is out of balance, excessive. Perhaps there's someone here who is acting in excessive ways. Tell me more about the Three of Cups. Why is it here for Cancer in love? The Hanged Man. Pausing, thinking about things, trying to see things from another perspective, a new perspective, trying to find clarity, trying to find a way forward. Also thinking about sacrifice. Not making any moves. Trying to... There's something here about keeping the peace, keeping the harmony. Page of Cups. Why is he here for Cancer in love? Strength in reverse. Losing the willpower and the determination to deal with any of it, because it looks like quite a heavy situation, whatever this is. Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Fool. There you go. New beginning. Is this a new beginning? Is this a renewal of a beginning? Is this a beginning elsewhere? Completion, endings and beginnings. Something needs to end in order for something to begin. Someone doesn't know how they're going to kind of make that new beginning begin, or if this, how they're going to make this reconciliation work, or they're just kind of pausing, thinking about it while trying to keep the peace, not feeling emotionally fulfilled and wanting to kind of stress about it and feeling burdened and overwhelmed. Nine of Cups in reverse. Four of Pentacles in the upright, but holding on to what little stability there is. Holding on tightly. One from the top of each deck. Knight of Wands in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. High Priestess in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. The Empress in the reverse again. the Empress in the upright, the Emperor in the reverse. Wowzers. Oh. Yeah, this is to do with well, many things. There's a lot going on here for many different cancers, but there's a commitment here. There's a marriage here. There's a kingdom that has been built that is about to fall down. And there is someone here that is pausing for a long moment because they are the ones that are going to have to deal with the aftermath of the kingdom falling, and they're going to have to clear the rubble, and they want to create peace and harmony and keep the peace in the best way that they can. I'm going to put these into their suits for you, Cancer. One moment. There's an Empress and an Emperor here. There's a very there's a very fiery energy here, that when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. Sort of tempers can flare, fires can flare. There's someone here that is a little bit hard work to deal with, and someone is just trying to keep the peace in some respects. There is a third party here somewhere for someone. There is an affair here somewhere for someone, not for all of you. There is a new beginning. There is an ending and a beginning here. There is a cycle that someone needs to complete. There is someone that needs to end something in order to begin something. There is someone here with no plan or direction in how they are going to create some sort of new beginning, new stability. There's someone here who has been very patient, very committed, but waiting, and they're getting very bored of waiting, sort of going through the same old thing over and over again. They're getting bored. There's a question of security here, stability, equal investment. There is a separation, possible reconciliation here. Someone that needs to make a decision, and they're taking quite a long time to do it, but they are kind of anxious about it, worried about it, don't want to make the wrong decision. Someone here is completely overwhelmed, overburdened. Someone here needs to drop a weight, but they keep carrying it. There's someone here that is unsure of emotions and feelings. Someone here that doesn't want to deal with emotions and feelings. There is a connection here that is more social, casual, fun, but someone is wondering whether it's going to turn into a high level of commitment. And yeah, I think that's what there is someone here that sees someone as their counterpart, their person. But in order to have a new beginning with that person, they need to, it's not a simple matter of a new beginning. There's a lot that needs to be dealt with in order for that beginning to take place. There's a lot that needs to end in order for a lot to begin. That's your reading, Cancer. Thank you, best wishes, good luck, and lots of love. Till next time. Bye-bye.